Welcome to 30 Days of Anime Training. My name is Jake, and today, on Thursday, I like to pick one of the characters from the Kengan Ashura anime and do one of my workouts based off of them and share that with you. Today's workout is going to be based off of Cosmo Imai. He's their jujitsu practitioner, and because jujitsu, the way Cosmo uses it is very agile, I picked a lot of exercises that are going to be more agility based, and picked Cosmo for this is because he was the first competitor listed. He's the first one you get introduced to in the tournament. Because the manga this week didn't have much on other characters, and I did Galvan last week, I figured why not start the first person in the year. So next week, maybe we'll go down to Adam Dudley. Maybe we'll have something based off Carlos in the meantime. I think his mix is pretty sweet. But we'll see. Hope you guys join me next week. If you would like to, make sure to subscribe or hit the notification bell. That way I'll see you when it uploads. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, it's Future Jake. Just gonna narrate through this. Now I like to start off all my workouts with just 5 minutes of doing jump rope. Obviously I don't have a jump rope in hands, it's because I get bored pretty quickly, so I like to move around a little bit, making it a little bit more interesting and easier to get through. The point is to work up a sweat and just get the muscles warmed up, so I'm worrying about destroying my toes every 5 seconds because of my inability to jump out of rhythm. Well, that's not nearly as fun now, is it? And then we start moving into our HIIT material. So I like to do 1 minute of working and then 1 minute of rest, just because once again, I like to keep it varied, and so during my rests I'll do a little bit of movement anyway. Who doesn't love to start off with some good old-fashioned push-ups? Obviously I'm not doing them as regular push-ups. I was trying to focus on staying moving. Also, it was humid out, and I let that get to me a bit when I'm being honest. Good job, Future Jake. Next up is a set of exercises that we, at the karate school, would call Kickthrough Exercises. After I sit here, and like I said, I like to stay warmed up, moving around. This is my rest time. I'm just getting used to that shifting layers like I was talking about earlier. Shifting levels, that's what I meant. Alright, so these are the kick-through exercises where you'll take a wide stance with your feet, wide stance with your hands, and then you just take the opposite side foot and kick it through. Sometimes I like to take it quick through the center and then shoot my foot through, pause. Other times I'll stop at the middle position and then kind of shoot through the kicking part quicker. More of me being tired and then just warming up, or I guess staying warmed up. A little bit of stepping out, shifting levels, and then just still moving. For the next exercises, I just picked lunges. I started off with some regular ones here so that I can work on keeping my back straight, my hips underneath my shoulders, and then slowly I start adding in a 45-degree angle, kind of tilt forward, as well as getting my hands moving in a defensive manner, I'd call it. That was called a flop. I am quite proficient in those. good at flopping. And a mediocre roll. Still on rest time. And head nods. Another one of my favorites. For this one, you take the same stance as you did for the kick through earlier, and you put your forehead against the ground, and then you let kind of your body weight lay down on top of it to some extent. Keep your hands down so that you don't rest your whole weight on your neck. And then you just nod your head, testing the resistance against it. Obviously, don't overdo it. It's your neck. You do want to be kind of safe about it. That's why I always keep my hands down. And then here's a little bit of just kind of rolling around because I didn't want to stand up anymore. I was listening to the thong song. Yeah. Here, bridges. Bridges are one of my favorite exercises. Don't you look at that. Bridges are one of my favorite exercises because I want to learn how to do a suplex someday. I remember back when I played a lot of Tekken, which was one of the reasons I really did get into karate and into martial arts. King, he did this warm-up where he was doing bridges, where it was that neck work like that. And ever since then, suplexes have just been the coolest move ever, so I want to learn how to do one. That was the starfish, as we call it. A little bit of rest time movement. Just getting a little bit of a stretch. And then dive squats. Probably one of my favorite exercises. This is a good opportunity to work my fingers. I'm trying to keep my palms up the whole time when I do that dive forward. And then you get your squat motion in afterward. Focus on keeping your butt, thighs, and calves clenched as you lift up. And I like trying to push through my heels as I go. And then, oh yeah, I remember this. I got very upset with myself that I put burpees down as my cool down exercise. So here in a second, you'll see this is at 4 times speed, and it is still very slow. I am not very good at burpees, but I have fun with them. So, even at 4 times fast, I'm pretty sure I did like 10 in a 3-minute time span. But they were a good 10 in my book. Next up, kind of again as a cool down, is not just general stretching. This is something I've been working on for, if you've heard me mention the 2-minute rule, habit forming exercise. So for 2 minutes a day, you just set aside time to work on something. I've been trying to work on strengthening my legs for low kicks. And flexibility, I think, is very important in that, and I don't have very much between my hips, sides, and leg. So I've been taking some time every day to try and stretch those out. These are just the 2 collective minutes on each. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the link on the right to subscribe, or if you just want to watch another video in the meantime, click on the link on the left. Fun fact, I don't actually know my lefts from rights, so if those are wrong, I apologize. But if you know me, you know that's not a lie. So, do with that information